The greatest oak was once a little nut who held its ground. My friends, we all start off not knowing, not understanding, but as we practice, as we learn, we get better and better and better. That's what we have to do with the markets. In fact, I am still learning each and every day. One thing that I learn over and over again is the accuracy, time and time again, in stocks that are trackable, of the weekly vertical crossover and volume when coupled together. That is, when you see a change in the big trend and you have a stock that actually is trackable. And we do that, again, we like to back off on Wednesdays typically. Take a look at the market as a whole, look at what's going on, and get a feel in the bigger charts as to midweek, just sort of what's happening, getting a nice step back feel. I want to encourage you to do that. In fact, those of you who are subscribers, there's going to be a training in today's email that you're going to get, and it is all about backing off, stepping back in midweek to see what's going on. So I want you to start doing that if you're not doing it already. You get to the end of the week, it's a little different at that point. And of course we want to assess what happened over the course of the week, but midweek, stepping back also and reviewing can be very helpful. Now let's talk about what's going on today. Stocks and Bitcoin up, bonds and gold down. Let's jump into these charts. Not a whole lot of action happening in stocks. S&P 500 up the most, 0.21%. So again, not even 0.25%, but a nice candle heading up. Look at the 2-day candle, which of course finished drawing today. Nice big 2-day candle. A little below, just below average volume. So it's not knocking it out of the park in volume, but looking decent at the end of the day. We also saw on the half-day chart, average volume. Where are we now that we've gotten into Wednesday? We may be heading toward average volume by the end of the week. We'll keep an eye on things. Look at the S&P 500. It's up just 0.80%. See where it was up in the morning, cut back in the afternoon. High volume in the morning, a little bit below average in the afternoon. Nice 2-day candle. Of course, representing primarily what? That big boom up on Tuesday morning. And we look at the weekly, moving up again, had lower than average volume last week. This week, maybe it's going to reach average. We'll keep an eye on things. So we'll watch. Now again, look at where things are and where they might be topping out. Do you notice when you go over here to the week beginning July the 17th or the 24th, we're up around that same area. We pushed a little bit higher. When you look at the August 28 date, we've gone above that now, but we're right where we were before. Are we going to punch through what could be a potential ceiling? See, we pay attention to stuff like that. So we'll keep an eye on things, see where it's going. On the S&P 500, I believe we mentioned this yesterday, looking for the same kind of thing, but it, of course, is a fair bit higher. You can see got a little bit more ways to go. Did have a little area here, and again, not quite up to that. So we'll keep an eye on it. Remember, we want to find areas of influence. That is either ceilings or floors, areas the market just isn't punching through. And of course, it's apropos that I say that as we look at bonds. You can see where bonds hit this ceiling over and over again. Going up, bouncing off, trying again, bouncing off, trying again, and then going on that plunge. Well, moving up, now down for the day, 1.40%. We saw where bonds slammed up yesterday, pulling back some today, still in the green. Look at this, we're almost at average volume just on Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye on things. You can see a small candle there. But again, when we look at where we are on the 2-day, it is above average volume. And you can see on the half day how we had above average volume on Tuesday morning, slacking off Tuesday afternoon, and down on Wednesday with lower volume. So we'll keep an eye on things as we continue to move along and see if indeed bonds are going to push through or fall back. Now, gold, of course, had 4 weeks, 3 better weeks of up movement. and then slacking off these last 2 weeks, down today 0.26%. Now, when you look at the half-day chart, you can see as gold peaked where it started rolling off and, of course, popped up on Tuesday. A lot of action on all these charts on Tuesday morning, seemingly, and then slacking off. So, again, below that down trend line. So we will keep an eye on things as gold continues potentially to melt down. We talked about how it refused to push through. Now, maybe it's just gaining its energy, and it's going to push through on Thursday, slamming through and heading back up, or maybe it's just going to die. We'll see. Put that in your show notes. See what we learn on Thursday as to what gold is going to do. Now, Bitcoin, after 2 days, particularly yesterday afternoon, hammering down again, not pushing through. The wick did, but the actual candle body did not on that weekly chart on the half day. And then, of course, rotated around up nicely, 6.70%, leaving us with a spinning top on the 2 day with lots of volume. And then we're going to see where that leads us to. We can see the volume has fallen off this week. It is above average already. Not a big candle. So let's see if Bitcoin's sputtering out or just getting ready to, again, gain some energy and slam back up. Paying close attention to this spinning top on the 2 day chart with all that volume. Somebody was buying and somebody was selling about the amount that was being bought. So again, is that showing us a topping or not? Don't know. So we'll watch, we'll wait, we'll see. Always love to hear from you, my friends. Thank you for all of the support. Don't hesitate to reach out to us with any questions, problems, concerns. CW@chartingwealth.com. I am putting out for our Patreon members the Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies and the 3-Wave Trades. And of course, you can expect by Thursday, we will have your weekly vertical crossovers for the week. That is on the S&P 500. Those are stocks that are rotating either up or down. That is what we call weekly vertical crossovers, going from red to green or green to red on the Heikin Ashi candlesticks. Yes, we work to provide you with 20 of those a week. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.